Hello guys, welcome. I'm Black Room Boy and this is my Black Room. It's actually a little studio apartment in Bristol, but it'll do for the time being. So this is the first episode. I feel I should give a brief overview on what this series and what this channel is going to be. The series is going to be a weekly showcase, showcasing about 5 videos from the sort of creative arts bracket. It's quite a large bracket. But it's going to be like CGI, it's going to be like hand-drawn animation and sort of everything in between, so there's going to be a lot of diversity. Some weeks it might be themed, so one week it might be like vampires or something, and then the next week it might be something totally random. Not exactly sure how it's going to work out yet, but hopefully you'll see. Yeah, as always, liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing the video. I know it's a bit of a pain, but for a new channel to sort of get off the ground, it requires a little bit of that, and it would help me out a lot. Okay, so coming up on today's episode are a few quite interesting videos. There's 5, and they all follow different themes. They're not related at all, so it's quite a diverse episode. First, we've got a video that deals with the sort of human nature to build and to create, in comparison to the sort of natural world, and about how one is perhaps taking over the other. Next we've got Loom. Loom is a very dark video actually, and it follows a moth and a spider. You can probably guess what happens, it's quite good. Next we've got a favourite video of mine. It's been a favourite video since I first saw it about 4 years ago, although I think it's about 5 years old, and I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. Nuit Blanche. It means white night, and it's about love at first sight and all the feelings and the kind of emotions that go with that. So it's a beautiful video. After that we've got Wanderers. Now Wanderers it's like a space sort of video, but the theme is sort of human curiosity, the human nature in some of us to strive for more, to reach out for more, and it's about the sort of quest for knowledge, the quest for exploration. It's a great video, and it's narrated by Sagan, which is very cool. And for the final video coming up today is it's quite a funny one. It's made by the guys at Funny or Die. Let's just say if you're a fan of Game of Thrones and you like cardboard, this is going to be your video. So I'm going to go through each one of these. I'm going to do a little bit of narration, only a little bit, so it won't bore you too much, hopefully. and yeah, that's going to be today's episode. Okay, so without further delay, the first video I've got coming up for you today is called We Miss You. We Miss You is a short but stunningly bold reminder of both our connection with nature and our destruction of it. With a familiar yet mysterious tone, this short film follows an NYPD officer as he investigates an apparent accident, only to receive a message that he had long forgotten. We Miss You is a short but bold film that has more to say than its short length would have you believe.
We missed you. Where have you been?
The second video, it's a little bit darker, this one, like I said in the intro, but it's a fantastic watch. It's called Loom. Created by Polynoid and Blacklist, this CGI short brings with it a much darker tone, but one that remains a reality for a vast number of species on this earth. Loom tells the tale of a successful catch in a way that conjures up notions of panic and fear, while also remaining intensely intimate. This short is brought to life largely via its commitment to sound, which accompanies the film through its entirety. Mysterious drones and panic screeches follow the thoughts of the moth during its realization of its own entrapment, while the less erratic effects used in the latter half of this film accompany the repurposing of the recently devoured moth, and, with help from the almost fractal scenes of spinning, go on to show a complete but constant cycle. The next video, something a bit more upbeat, or perhaps even more gloomy, depending on which way you look at it. It's called Nuit Blanche.
As is said in its description, Nuit Blanche explores a fleeting moment between two strangers, revealing their brief connection in a hyper-real fantasy. This incredible example of the power of CGI is a tale of love at first sight and perfectly describes the feeling of such an instant, powerful connection without the need for words. Beautifully stylized and painstakingly crafted, as shown in its making of, which I shall link below. This film is likely to feel familiar, as I'm sure we've all wished, felt like we could do exactly this after meeting eyes with someone instinctually special, only to be dropped back into reality to carry on as normal.
I do love that film. It's one, like I said in the intro, it's one of my favourites. Every single time I see it I get little goosebumps. It's fantastic. Okay, the next video is the space exploration one, narrated by Carl Sagan, and it is called Wanderers.
The sedentary life has
Wanderers is a vision of humanity's expansion into the solar system based on scientific ideas and concepts of what our future in space might look like if it ever happens. The locations depicted in this film are digital recreations of actual places in the solar system, built from real photos and map data where available, without any apparent story other than what you may fill in by yourself. The idea of the film is primarily to show a glimpse of the fantastic and beautiful nature that surrounds us on our neighbouring worlds, and above all, how it might appear to us if we were there. This short deals with the very human drives of knowledge and curiosity, and the limits we are prepared to face to appease them. This is an inspirational video that space lovers are certain to love, but that all can appreciate.
silently. They orbit the sun, waiting.
That's the kind of video I like to watch when I need to get motivated. Space and inspirational words, that's my thing. But this next video is a bit on the light side. Yeah, top it off with a bit of funny. This is by the guys at Funny or Die, and it is a homemade Game of Thrones intro. It's great.
I just had to include this. It still counts as creative arts, I think, so here we go. This is a great version of the classic Game of Thrones intro sequence created by the guys at Funny or Die. Created out of cardboard and toys and filmed all in one go. Despite being absolutely hilarious, you can't deny their level of creativity with this.
Okay, so I really hope you enjoyed that. Subscribe, like, comment, share, all of those things help me out tremendously. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Stay tuned for more.